Yo, what's up guys, my name is Mattrixx and today we are going to be making a beat with my voice. That's right, my voice. But first off, we're going to go over and talk about what mic we're going to be using. Alright, so first off, when you open this box, you're greeted with this like little thank you card, which you can read that if you'd like. And then behind that you have this manual which shows you how to connect it and everything, and then set it up with your software, even if you have a Mac or Windows. And then right away you can see the mic in there. All you have to do is just get it, and then it should slide out very easily. And then this thing comes with the mount, so you can pretty much put it in any position you'd like. And then in the box they also include this little adapter for a mic arm, which you just screw it in and then you put it on your mic arm, which is like one of these right here. But if you don't have one of these, then this is why this comes with this. So you just you could just place it right in front of you, and then you should be good to go. And finally it comes with a USB cable, and this is actually 6 feet long, so if you're far away from your computer or pretty up close, you should have no problem hooking it up. And just judging by like how it feels, it feels pretty sturdy. It feels like it shouldn't go bad on you for like a really long time. And that is pretty much everything that comes in the box. All you need is these two items right here. And then let's talk about the mic real quick. It has two knobs on it. One should be your mic gain, which is how loud your gain is, and then here is for your headphone jack, which it's down here. You can see the USB cable input right here, and then here's the headphone jack right over here. Wait, did I say this was the front? Because I meant this was the back. So it goes like this actually, and right at the front you have a mute button. All you gotta do is press it, and it feels pretty firm as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the mic. You could tighten these things, but it feels pretty smooth. It feels like it feels really top-notch quality. Even with the metal itself, it makes it feel like it's pretty heavy duty, and even the color, it just makes it feel sort of like a premium feel. You got that matte black finish, and it actually reminds me of like shout out to MKBHD if you guys watch him. So yeah, I'll meet you guys in the computer, and all you gotta do is actually just plug one into here and then the other into the PC, and you should be good. Alright, so now that I got the mic plugged in, you guys can hear me through the mic in its raw form. So right off the bat, you guys can tell that this sounds way better than the lav mic. It definitely picks up those those highs a little bit better. It all depends on how far away you are from the mic itself. So right now I would say I'm a good 8 inches away from the mic, and then as I get closer you guys can hear like more tone to my voice. It gets like that deeper end of my voice. I don't know if you guys could tell, but you could barely hear any background noise. So right now I have I don't have a fan on, but I do have my PC on, which you can hear if I if I just stay quiet. So yeah, you can barely hear that. And again, this is just its raw form. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually show you guys how I would set this mic up. So first off, if you're using OBS and you already set up the mic and everything, just make sure that when you're setting up the mic, it's selected on microphone, Fifine K678 microphone, and you should be able to get input from the mic itself. So after that, just go on to filters, and then here I have a set of filters which I actually use with my AT2020. And so the way you add filters is going to this plus sign, and then you select the one you want. So first off, I have a noise gate. It's gonna get rid of that background noise that you hear, which you can barely even hear. But again, if I had the ceiling fan on, that would be like a different story. So actually, let me turn on the ceiling fans so you guys could hear what it sounds like with it on, which I usually will because it's pretty hot in my room. Alright, now that I turned on the ceiling fan, I'm gonna let you guys hear the difference. And my ceiling fan is on its max settings, so it really lets you know how much background noise this mic really picks up. Oh, and one more thing, right before we turn on the filters, I want to give you guys like a like a mouse and the keyboard test. So I'm gonna do like a few clicks. Again, my mouse is, I would say, about 10 inches away from my mic. So here's a few clicks. You can hear it in there, but I feel like it wouldn't be like an annoying type of loud. And then here's me pressing a couple of keys. So that's how that sounds like, and I'm like, I'm pretty settled with it. I'm not really like, this is more of like slamming it, and then just like a little more calm. So yeah, that's that, just to give you guys like a like a feel for it. Alright, now back with the filters. First step, you want to turn on this noise gate, or you want to select the noise gate, and then make sure you put these settings And again, I have the gain on here is all the way to minimum. So just letting you guys know, if you change the gain on here, you might have to change some settings in here. You know, just because when you turn up the gain, then that means your noise level is gonna go up. So you might have to be careful with your noise gate. And right off the bat, you can see we already sound better. You know, once I stop talking, that background noise goes away. It just takes a little bit of time to go away just because I have it at 150 milliseconds, you know, just to kind of have like a natural slope to it instead of just like cutting off right away. And then we have a compressor. This right here is what's gonna make your voice pop off, you know, like it's gonna make it louder, you know, it's gonna have like a more controlled feeling for it. So for example, if you don't like really know what a compressor is, basically it takes like a certain value and then it brings it up. Anything under negative 21 decibels, it's gonna bring it up 10 decibels, or you know, depending on the value that you put it. So it's gonna bring it up, and then the ratio is how much it's compressing it. So a ratio of 20:1 is actually a lot. You would not want to do this for, you know, like if you're recording music, just because that's way overkill. But for something like podcast, you know, like streaming, or you know, for videos for YouTube, this is fine because it really, you know, controls your voice in a subtle way. And then on top of that, I have another compressor just for that little boost. You know, it's just 1 decibel that's gonna go up, but I do have it at a ratio of 10:1. You know, basically if I yell or anything like that, it's gonna be controlled on the software. So if I'm like, oh, yo, hey, bro. So like I said right there, I'm actually yelling pretty loud. You know, with the compressor, it doesn't sound too harsh for your guys' ears. But again, I would only turn this off if you guys have sort of like a variety of like volumes for your voice, because sometimes I could be like talking like this, you know, like a very like chill voice, I guess. And then sometimes I will be like, you know, talking way louder like how I am right now. So again, this compressor kind of compresses all that into like more of a close value, if that makes sense. And then finally, I have a limiter, and this basically prevents anything from going above -4 decibels. You know, when I make my YouTube videos, I actually like to have my vocals hitting around -6 decibels. And anything louder than that, I feel like it's way too loud, so this is why I have the limiter on -4, so nothing gets past that. And this right here is the final output. Like I said, I'm just talking normally. I have the mic about 8 inches away from my mouth. You know, like I feel like this is a comfortable setup. I would be, you know, playing games like this with the mic right here. So yeah, I would say this is like the most popular setup, like right in front of you. You can place it in different places. You know, it's gonna sound different as well. But before we get to that, I want to compare it to the AT2020. Alright guys, so we have a problem. Unfortunately, I can't really compare the AT2020 because alright, so my interface is a little f***ed up, and it's been like that. So here and there I'll get like a little buzzing noise, and you can't make it go away. It'll just like go away on its own. And I've tried you know, turning it off and on like a million times, and it happens with, you know, literally my other computer, this computer. It's the first time it happened on this computer too. So yeah, I was like surprised because it hadn't happened in a while, and now it's here. So here, let me show you guys what it sounds like. So this is the AT2020. You can hear the buzzing noise, and trust me, the AT2020, I mean, I'm sorry, like I'm hearing myself delayed, and it's like messing with my mind. So yeah, it's just because of the settings and everything. So that's another plus for this. When it comes to OBS, you hear this more instantly. And on top of that, this has a headphone jack where you can plug it in, and then I'll hear myself live through the mic. And the interface actually does have that as well, you know, but it really comes to show you how competitive this thing is. So yeah, like I said earlier, I was actually testing, you know, this versus this, and it was working pretty fine. But you know, now the interface is, you know, acting up on me. And like I said, I will tell you that, you know, the AT2020 is just, you know, it is a bit more clear than this. You know, that's just because this is a studio microphone. This is you know, it has more of a, you know, flat equalizer. All right, so this is what I mean by flat equalizer. You know, when someone says it's flat, it means it runs closer to the flat line of the equalizer, which is a good thing, because you wouldn't want it to, you know, be like a little bit like this, or, you know, have like lag some frequencies, or sometimes the microphones even boost. So like this, I feel like you can even hear a little brightness right here, which is a good thing because again, it's like a talking, you know, it's a streaming mic, so you would want that boost in there. All right, so now that we're back to the Fifine microphone, you know, you can hear that this thing is pretty much up to the level of this. It's just, this sounds a little whack right now just because again, my interface. But again, this is 1/3 of the price of the, you know, the microphone that you have to buy an interface to work. So you know, I'll leave that option up to you guys. So one tip that I actually found out was getting this little foam thing that comes in the box, and then literally just, well, actually let me show you guys why. Because if you're going like this, you know, I'll be quiet for a second, like, you know, doing just like just normal things, you know, like normal things you might, you know, accidentally make noise with. So without it, I feel like I pick up a little bit more bass. But you know, get this little thing, put it right under the mic, and it picks up just a little bit less bass. And this is why this comes with this, so you can put it on a, you know, a mic arm to, you know, because this basically gets rid of like any sort of vibrations or any sort of like bass that you might not want to pick up. So, you know, just literally screw this on and then put it on here and you should be good to go. But again, that's why I give you guys this little tip, in case you guys don't have the money for the mic arm, then, you know, this is another little option that you could do. Now, this thing is not advertised at all for music production, but I am a music producer, so, you know, I will like test its limits for, you know, that type of stuff. And, you know, I'll play a little something on my guitar just so you guys could hear how, you know, like an instrument sounds on it. Alright, so here is the guitar test. I do still have the filters on, so it's not at its raw form, and then I also have the fan running on it. But again, even with that running, we'll still see how this thing runs. So here's a little. And then here's a Post Malone Stay. Ooh, I messed up. That was pretty good. So yeah, you can pretty much use this thing for anything. I honestly wouldn't doubt that you could record vocals, you know, for a song, even with this mic. As long as you know how to make it work, I mean, you can pretty much do anything with it. Okay, so now that I showed you guys that, we're gonna do like a distance / placement test. So here I am, you know, I feel like this is the most comfortable place I'm gonna have it if it's like right in front of me. And I'm here like 8 inches away, you know, 5 to 8, this is what it's gonna sound like. And then this is up close. This mic is not meant to be closer than 5 inches. It even says it on the manual. Even if I listen to it, I can hear that the pre-gain on this is just a little too much to be, you know, a little close to it, unless you're of course like talking like really low. But again, like, you're gonna get the best results if you're talking 5 to 8 inches away from the mic. And this is what the mic sounds like when I am speaking 12 inches away from the mic. And this is about 2 feet, so again, like, this is pretty far away now. You might be able to use this for, you know, just in general as well. If you're just recording in your room and you want to be a little far away, so it's not too bad. And now let's talk about placement. Some people might want to put it like on the side of their monitor. I do not recommend putting it close to the side of your mouse, just because, you know, you're gonna get those really loud clicks. I've already tried it and, you know, it feels like it's right next to it. So, you know, I recommend putting it on the opposite side of your mouse, so, you know, you don't get those mouse clicks unless that's what you want. Alright, and here's what the mic sounds like when it's placed about 2 feet away from me on the side of my monitor. So some people might want to put it there, you know, if you don't want to put it right in front of you, where you could potentially, you know, like hit it or something like that. And then over here, it's like at a safe distance, you know, it doesn't sound too bad. But, you know, the closer the mic is, the better it's gonna sound. So it's really up to you where you want to put it. I just imagine like old Drake, you know, rapping on this. Not new Drake, old Drake. I'm talking about like Marvin's Room type of Drake, like, yeah, you know how it is, yeah, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's my beat, bro. This right here. We went from this right here. Ooh. I forgot how. And then to this right here. So let me find it real quick. Okay, this is oh, that sounds weird. So yeah, to this. guys, there you have it, the Fifine mic. Can you do podcasts with it? Yes. Can you game with it? Yes. Can you record vocals with it? Yes. And more importantly, is it worth it? Yes. So so just to wrap up this video, I want to thank Fifine Microphone for sending out a microphone for me to review. And overall, it really is a good mic. So, you know, if you're looking for a mic and just for like overall use, I really recommend it. And once again, guys, thank you for watching. Peace out.